Hi, my name is Mike Heinum, and I'm the managing partner at Heinum Law in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. And today I'd like to do the first of what's going to be a two-part video series about making a will. When you're sitting down to think about making a will, you have to consider what I would say are the three P's: the people, the possessions, and the property. The people are going to be things like who is going to be your executor. If you have minor children, are you going to have someone who you're going to want to be their guardian in the event that something happens to you and or your spouse? You're also going to have to consider who you want to be your heirs in receiving property. Are there specific bequests that you want to give to children, brothers, sisters, even parents, aunts, uncles, cousins? So you're going to have to consider all the people who are going to play a part in your will when you make it. The possessions are going to be things like your stuff, what's in your house: bed, furniture, jewelry, cars, things like that. Are there things that you've promised people? Are there things that people in your family have said, I really want that, or I'd really like to have grandma's engagement ring if something happened to you? So you're going to have to think about what happens to all of your possessions in the event that you pass. If you're married, they may go to your spouse. If not, or if you're not married, then you have to consider who else may end up with your belongings. You also have to consider what might happen if you and your spouse both pass simultaneously. And in that event, all of your possessions are going to go to someone other than obviously you and your spouse. And when I say property, I mean things like your house and any rental properties. Sometimes now people have second homes, either at the beach or in the mountains or even a hunting cabin with property. And you're going to have to think about what happens to those properties if something were happen to you. Or in the instance of a hunting property, it may be that you own it with 3 or 4 other people, and you're going to have to consider who's going to get your interest in that property. So when you sit down to discuss with an attorney what you want to do in the event that something happens to you, you have to think about the people, you have to think about all of your possessions, and you have to think about your property. Now, there are many other things that you may want to consider, such as trusts if you have minor children, and possibly even benevolence if you want to give money away to churches or other non-profit organizations. But the first things you're going to have to do are you're going to have to work with an attorney that you can trust and make sure that you have someone to serve as your executor that you're going to have confidence in, to make sure that that person carries out your wishes effectively and expediently. If you have any questions about doing a will or anything else regarding estate planning, please don't hesitate to call us. My name is Mike Heinum at Heinum Law in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania.